And now an address by the Bishop of the Anglican Diocese of the Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands, the Right Reverend Leishboyd.
My brothers and sisters, it is wonderful to be alive. It is a precious gift to be conscious, to have the power to move and the power to make choices. Our two beautiful countries, the Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands, are still the envy of the rest of the world. We must not forget this, nor allow the present COVID-19 coronavirus challenge to cloud the overall bright and sunny sky. This is particularly important as we note that in both the Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands, numbers of COVID-positive cases continue to rise and precautionary measures remain in place. In the Turks and Caicos Islands, 4 out of 9 islands have positive cases, with travel restrictions and limited gatherings. In the Bahamas, 15 islands have positive cases. The travel restrictions continue, although there are no further lockdowns. The reality of the situation we face is that we are going to be dealing with this virus for a long time. We are going to have to learn to live with it safely and responsibly until we reach the point where it is no longer a threat. This means that now more than ever, it is do or die. Practice the protocols or face destruction. In fact, we are where we are now because some protocols were relaxed when they should not have been, and because many of us have not been observing the protocols at all. If we are going to live and not die, then it will take all of us. Do not ignore the virus. Do not play down the seriousness of the virus. Do not take this thing for a joke. Do not say that it will not happen to me or my family. Some of us, because we do not have loved ones who are COVID positive or ill, we pay little attention to this whole matter. But all of us must enforce the safety that will save all of us. If more people in more places practice more of the protocols more of the time, that is what will limit the spread of the virus more and more. And so, wear a mask. Social distance. Wash your hands for 20 seconds with soap and water, or sanitize your hands with hand sanitizer that has at least 70% alcohol content. Stay in if you do not have to go out. Stay in if you have any cold or flu-like symptoms. Build up your immune system. And how do we do that? Don't smoke. Get adequate rest. Exercise regularly. Take vitamins, especially vitamin C, vitamin B6, and vitamin E. Eat more whole plant foods like fruit, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and legumes. And of course, try to manage your stress. These things build the immune system. And as we consider boosting the immune system, we have to look at the general health of our people. Too many of us have comorbidities, that is, additional medical conditions which put us at higher risk than normal. Non-communicable diseases like high blood pressure, diabetes, and arthritis are too prevalent among us. Even more deadly than that is obesity, which throws the body's whole system off track. It is estimated that 45 to 50% of our people are overweight to some degree. And too many of our young people are overweight. As we seek to deal with COVID now and in the long term, These are the issues which must be considered and addressed by all of us in our own lives and in our families. Every one of us must face this. If we do not deal with it now, it will deal with us later. Like all of these conditions are presently complicating our fight against COVID-19. One thing that we have to acknowledge is that the curfews, the lockdowns, the disruption to our regular routine, and the financial impact all have increased our stress levels. Some of us are ready to crumble. To you, I say, hold on. How you feel is normal for human beings in trying times. So there's nothing wrong with you. Often in life, we face things that we are not prepared for, or that we feel we cannot cope with. This is not a curse or a punishment. It's just life. So, admit that you're struggling. Talk to someone in your family or neighborhood or school or on your job. Talk to a friend. Reach out to a priest, a pastor, or a local leader. Call any of the various hotlines or assistance numbers. Reach out to your God in prayer and through Bible reading and by sharing with other people of faith. In fact, all of us need to be praying more and communing with our God more and putting our personal relationship with God into practice more. All of us. The songwriter wrote, "If you never needed the Lord before, you sure do need Him now." Remember, you are not weak or a failure because you feel like you cannot cope. If you feel overwhelmed, you are just a human being going through a pandemic that the world has not seen before in our lifetime. So hold on and press on. And friends, let's be positive. Too many of us are negative thinking and quick to say the worst things and to spread that, encouraging others to join in the gloom and doom. Remember that the more negative that we are, the more we spread gloom to others, and the harder it is for us and for them to see the sunshine behind the cloud. So I beg you, encourage someone today. Be there for someone. Don't make fun of them because they're struggling. We all struggle. Be sympathetic. Help them. You may just save them from destruction. Sometimes the greatest test in our day is being able to bless someone else while we are going through our own storm. So reach out to someone today in spite of how you may be feeling. When we pray, let's remember those who are COVID positive and their families. Let's remind them and others that to be ill is not a curse, it's not a punishment, it's just the way the human body is, how life is, how things happen. Pray too for our national leaders in the Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands. They carry a tremendous load. Lift them up in prayer and offer them a kind word. Pray for medical, law enforcement, public service, and caregiving personnel. Pray for teachers and all those who are involved in our educational system and all students returning to school. Pray for our leaders because they are on the front line and they are under tremendous pressure. Pray for our students because this is a time of so great uncertainty. And just like the adults feel it, our young people and our children feel it as well. Pray for every citizen and resident, for those in your neighborhood and in your family. And pray for yourself. You need prayer too. Am I including everyone in my list? Yes, I am. Because the only way that we can beat this virus is if we all work together, if we all comply, and if we all pray for and support each other. So come on, let's buckle down. Let's do this for God, for country, and for ourselves. Amen.
That was an address by the Bishop of the Anglican Diocese of the Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands, the Right Reverend Leishboard.